global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Right now, Presidency is a bit jittery over the information and rumors moving round, making rounds that there will be an organized protest nationwide, and it looks like even some National Youth Alliance are standing in solidarity with Nigerians on that protest. While that is going on, of course, NLC President Ajaero has raised fresh alarm over moves to do this to Nigerian labor workers, and this is quite interesting. If you have Nigerians or relative of any kind working in Nigeria, please, this is for you. Send this video to them. It's utmost important for them to hear this. Well, before we go into the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Now, the president of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC), Comrade Joe Ajaero, had warned against an alleged plan by the National Assembly to move the minimum wage from the exclusive legislative list to the concurrent list. Now, Ajaero raised the alarm while addressing participants at the 2024 NLC Rain School in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State Capital some few hours ago. Now, he cautioned that if the National Assembly passes a law allowing state governors to determine the minimum wage, labor movement will be halted for 1 month nationwide. He said, and I quote him word for word, he said, "Look, as we are here, a joint committee of the Senate, that's the House of Representatives, and the judiciary are meeting. They have decided to remove the Section 34 from the exclusive legislative list to the concurrent list so that the state governors can determine what to pay you and I, so that there will be no minimum wage again. When they finish that meeting, they will collect minimum wage. I promise all of you that the very moment the House of Representatives and the Senate come up with such a law that will not benefit Nigerian workers, they will be their drivers and gateman. There will be no movement for 1 month. Comrades, I am putting you on standby. If that committee comes up with such a policy for 1 month, nobody should come out. They are the major threat to democracy in this country. Democracy is not all about starving and punishing people. That's not the democracy we fought for. They were not there when we fought for this democracy. And now they are trying to make laws to remove wage from the exclusive list. So, comrades, as I have talked to you here, I've talked to everyone and everybody. We are waiting for them to come up with such hypocritical law. And from today, let them abolish security vote." Now, Ajaero said that democracy is not about starving and punishing the people, and that the NLC will resist any attempt to remove the minimum wage from the exclusive list. Ajaero stressed the need for federal lawmakers and governors to be subject to the same minimum wage, questioning why leaders are bent on cheating workers amidst current hardship. He regretted that agreement with the government and often disregarded, citing the examples of CNG vehicles and the Port Harcourt refinery. Speaking further, the Labour leader said, "Nigeria is a country where there are no provisions for the poor man. So, comrades, I was looking for this opportunity to talk with you, to know that we are not troublemakers. The word of war can only be fair when it can deliver on the 4 pillars of decent work. This includes a national minimum wage that speaks to the cost of living, because that is what our wages are supposed to take care of. Our demand for 250,000 naira is predicated on this to avoid the proposed slave wage by our social partners. We cannot afford to continue working in greater poverty. We must remember that education remains one of the most potent tools to cause critical change in our society. Let us harness the power of education to shape our future of work that upholds the values we stand for and ensure a just and prosperous society for all," he added. If you ask me, I think Ajaero did not misfire this time around. He spoke it the way it is. He spoke the truth to bear. My colleague is in the house. What's your take on this move made by Ajaero to ensure that the governors do not turn them to slaves in their own land.
All right. I think the step that Ajaero has taken is in the right direction, And I know right now that the situation of things in the country is biting hard. And it's important at this point that the government needs to give consideration to the people. When Bola Tinubu came on board, I think there were some very harsh decision he took, which he did not know that with time it's going to, impact negatively. He didn't know that the situation of things were really bad, but right now it's very glaring. But be that as it may, I think that Ajero should not take the laws into his hand by pushing them to. I know that a lot of people will say, why not, and all of that. There are some of the things that they have promised to do to kind of alleviate the problem of Nigeria. For example, yesterday we heard that 20 trucks of um, 20 trucks of rice will be sent to all the state
I
governors.
want to ask, after that bag of rice finishes, what next?
And also, yesterday also, I think the NN, the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Mele Kyari, had assured that Port Harcourt Refinery will begin operation by August this year. He also reiterated also that by December, I think Kaduna State also will commence activity. All of that is towards seeing how they can fix the country. I'm not trying to stand in for them, but however,
But being that the government have been known to do this, keep promising and never delivering, can they all still just hold their peace, as in continue with this, the national stand strike, so that they will know that the labor are not joking, so that if in case it's supposed to be propaganda, they will know that they are not also joking. Let them just probably give 1 week strike, so that they will know that if they fail to deliver come that August, it is going to be 1 full month.
Yeah, they need to let them understand that the people are tired. I think even Bola Tinubu has already started seeing the impact. If you go to Senate, whatever laws they are making now, they're becoming very careful, knowing that the situation of things are so bad. Kyari had also promised that 1 month after Warri Refinery will start. He came out to say all of that when Nigerians were like, you guys, when you came on board, this was the promises you gave to us. So he came out to reiterate that. And Nigerians are really holding him to his word that come August, we want to see these refineries work, But then, there are a lot of other development that have come up. For example, I hate, I've read that Dangote's refinery will be getting his crude from Brazil. And why would he be getting his crude from Brazil when Nigeria is exporting crude? You understand? So a lot of things are not adding up. But however, I think what Ajaero is trying to do is to protect the people. That's number one. He's trying to protect the labor and also to let these guys know that we are not their slaves. Nigerians are going through a lot, and you need to do the right thing, to put Nigerian back in perspective that there is hope for this country. This is democracy we're talking about. You understand? So whatever that must be done should be such that it will benefit the generality of Nigeria. For me, even I was always, or I am still of the opinion that even giving them huge will increase inflation, and not just inflation alone. How about the other guys also, other citizens who are not working? They will always push it into their service rendition, and it's not good enough for the country. If you can bring down the price of fuel, number one, take out insecurity, number two, and also influence government will go into, apart from price control board, because if there's insecurity, no matter how you try to do that price control stuff, it will be difficult. But government should go into private public partnership or public private partnership on the production of some food. For example, go into agriculture full time. What are those ministries doing? Go into agriculture full time. Make sure that food don't they break it. Food is everywhere in Nigeria. At least Nigerians will use that to have some kind of relief for the economic pains we are going through, than just to sit back and be watching, be collecting loan, be engaging on irrelevant infrastructure, like some of the roads that they say they're going to build. We have roads that are already tied. You're not fixing that. You're going to build a coastal road and blah 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 blah. Now look at the whole thing is just splash left there and all of that. So these are some of the things that we need to look into.
All right, we could go on and on. That's good to wrap it up. I just hope that Adams Oshomole, for a one-time Labour leader, Labour president, NLC president, should be able to tell the presidency and the Senate the implications of NLC going on nationwide strike. Just for 1 month, it will definitely ground down the economy. Let's put it.
Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze,